Close your eyes for a second and picture one face from a dream, a stranger, someone you are sure you have never met in real life. Now, here is the part that will unsettle you. You have met them. That scary man who was chasing you, that strange woman standing in the crowd, that face that made you wake up in the dark. Your brain did not invent a single one of them. Every one of them is real. Everyone is a person you saw with your own eyes at some point, maybe for 1 second, maybe years ago, and then you completely forgot. Tonight, when you fall asleep, your brain will reach into a hidden library of those forgotten faces, and it will pull one of them back out. The question is, how does it do this? And what does it say about you? To understand this, you first need to know what your brain does with faces. From the moment you were born, before you could speak, before you understood a single word, your eyes were searching for faces. A newborn baby, only minutes old, will turn toward a simple face shape over anything else in the room. There is a tiny part inside your head. It is called the fusiform face area. Just a small piece, but it has one job: to find faces. It is so powerful that you see faces where there are none. A face in the clouds, a face in a stain on the wall, a face on the moon. Your brain is hungry for faces, and there is a reason for that. For millions of years, recognizing a face was the difference between life and death, friend or enemy, your people or a stranger. One look could save you. One look could kill you. So your brain became a machine for faces. Scientists think the average person can recognize around 5,000 different faces. Some people, far more. And to do that, it records them, every single one, whether you pay attention or not. And it never asks your permission. You cannot choose to forget a face. You cannot choose which ones to keep. Your brain decides, and it keeps far more than you will ever know. Now here is where it gets strange. Think about your whole day today. How many faces did you pass? People on the street, people in the shop, people on your screen, that man sitting on the bus you did not even glance at. You do not remember a single one of them, but your brain does. In a single walk through a busy city, you might pass 1,000 faces in an hour, 1,000 strangers, 1,000 lives, and by tomorrow you will swear you saw no one at all. Think about the cashier who looked at you for 5 seconds 2 years ago. Think about the kid from your childhood class whose name you cannot even remember. Think about the face standing far behind you in an old family photo, a face you never actually looked at. To you, these people never existed. To your brain, they are all still there, filed away, saved forever. These faces do not disappear. They get stored deep down in a part of your mind you never feel. Scientists call it implicit memory. Memories you have but do not know you have. Inside you is an album of thousands of faces, and most of its pages you have never opened. And here is something even stranger. Think about your dreams for a moment. When a person appears, you often do not even see their face clearly. You just know who they are. When researchers collect thousands of dream reports, a huge number of the characters are people the dreamer says they do not recognize. Strangers, faces from nowhere, except they are not from nowhere. All day long, that silent album keeps filling up, quietly, without asking. But there is one more thing, something that makes scientists argue with each other, and it changes everything about what you are dreaming. We will get to that. And then night comes. When you sleep, your brain does not switch off. It cleans up, it sorts the day's memories, it connects them, it replays them, and when it needs people for your dream, a stranger, a crowd, a face in the distance, it does not bother to build something new. It opens that silent album. It pulls out the man you saw at the train station 3 years ago, the woman who once stood behind you in a line, the child's face from the background of an old photo, and it drops them into your dream, as if they were complete strangers. This is the real shock. The scariest villain in your nightmare was maybe just an ordinary person who walked past you one day and never looked back. That perfect person you fell in love with in a dream was maybe a stranger sitting across from you in a cafe, someone you never really looked at, someone you will never see again. And that stranger who keeps coming back, night after night, your brain has decided, for reasons you will never know, to keep casting them. And sometimes, your brain does not even give them a face. You have felt this before, a figure standing in the corner of a dream, a presence you cannot see, but you know is there, a person made of nothing but a feeling. Your brain knew that someone had to be there. It just did not open the album that night. You do not feel like you have met these people because you never really met them, but your brain saw them and your brain kept them. Now, I have to be honest with you about something, because the internet does not tell you the full truth. A lot of people say your brain cannot create a new face. It is impossible. Every face is real, but the real dream scientists do not agree. Harvard professor Deirdre Barrett has read through thousands of dreams, and she has found faces that are not even possible on a human body. Faces with 3 eyes, see-through faces, shapes that do not exist anywhere in nature. You have never seen a face like that, because a face like that does not exist. So that means your brain is not only replaying old faces. Sometimes it breaks them apart and builds something new. 2 eyes from here, a smile from there, someone else's nose, and it makes a person who never lived. Here is what seems to be true. The people you love, the people you know, they show up in your dreams as themselves. But the strangers, the extras, the faces in the background, those are pulled from your forgotten pile, or stitched together from pieces. And the strangest part is this. We may never be able to prove it. To test it, you would need a perfect picture of the dream face and a way to check every face you have ever seen in your life. That is impossible, so you can never be truly sure. The face that was just in your dream, was it a real person you forgot, or was it someone your brain built? A person who was never born. So why does your brain go through all this trouble? The thing is, your brain never truly rests. Even in your sleep, it is working, learning, testing, preparing. One scientist, Antti Revonsuo, has a chilling idea. He believes that dreams, and especially nightmares, are practice, a training ground, a safe place where your brain rehearses danger again and again so that you are ready for it in real life. And to run that training, it needs characters, it needs threats, it needs faces. So it uses what it already has, the real people from your life. Those strangers you never cared about now become the actors and sometimes the monsters in your dreams. You are the director of a film you do not even remember making, and all of your extras are real people. So the next time you wake up and wonder, who was that? The answer is probably this: someone you really have met. A face that passed through your life for one single moment, on some street, in some crowd, on some day you have completely forgotten. That person probably has no idea that they are alive inside your mind, that in the middle of the night, in your dreams, they come back. And here is the thought that will follow you tonight. If every stranger in your dreams is a real person you once forgot, then somewhere out there, right now, you are the stranger in someone else's dream. A face they saw once on some ordinary day and never thought about again. Living quietly inside a mind you will never know. You have already visited people you will never meet. In your whole life, you will pass by thousands of people. Most of them you will never remember, but your brain will. Every face, every single one. It is being filed away somewhere inside you. A silent crowd living in the dark, waiting for you to close your eyes and see them one more time. So tell me in the comments, what was the strangest or the scariest face you have ever seen in a dream? Maybe it was someone you have forgotten too. And then ask yourself this: what are your dreams really? Your imagination, or the memory of every single person you have ever seen and forgotten?